Hello everybody, welcome to episode 5 of 10x2. We are here in beautiful Whistler, BC for Crankworks. This week we will be competing in Pumptrack, and then we'll be doing speed and style, which is completely out of my comfort zone. Trying to throw flips, going fast, which is maybe a little more in my comfort zone, but yeah, we'll see if we can get upside down and try and get down that track fast. And then we'll also be competing in dual slalom as well. That will be a repeat discipline for the year, but always excited to compete in slalom here. I feel like I've never done too well in the slalom here. I've always struggled with it, but I'm excited to see if I can match my best result or do better than that here. So yeah, Whistler is a wild place. There's always something going on. Trying to conserve energy as much as possible while also trying to ride and have fun and see friends. It's definitely a balancing act, but yeah, it's a blast here. I always look forward to Crankworks week here. All right, so what is Pumptrack at Crankworks? So first off, we remove our chains. There's no chains allowed in Pumptrack. Similar to slalom, it's side-by-side racing. We have a qualifying round, which is similar to slalom, that will seed all the brackets. Usually they do the round of 32 and the round of 16 right after qualifying, and then they will live broadcast the round of 8. So it's very similar to slalom in terms of how the track's laid out. You have a start gate, side-by-side racing, but the main difference is you have 2 jumps that are scored, and I think you can get up to 1.4 second time deduction on each jump. So there's a whole trick list that Crankworks publishes on the website, and that will tell you how much each jump is scored. And if you do something like a straight air, you actually get time added on. So you definitely want to try and find a trick that is going to be pretty fast and high scoring. I think for me, I'm hoping to just do a backflip and then maybe some sort of a sui combo. That's usually what I've done in the past, and for me it's consistent. So yeah, we'll be trying to do that for speed and style. It's one of those events where you definitely need some pace, and you got to be able to throw some heavy tricks. So I definitely stress over that event a little more than the others, but also I feel like I don't really have much pressure on myself. So looking forward to that event and looking forward to some pump track racing. Thursday morning here. Practice just started for slalom. Taking a look at the track for the first time. We got I think just over an hour and a half of practice, and then straight into qualifying and round of 32, round of 16. It's gonna be a big day, so try and ease into it a bit, see how we go. This corner's gonna be slippery. Dirt looks nice from the rain.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
Did a few laps on each side. Track's cutting in nice. It was so slippery this morning, but it's kind of cut in finally, and feels like there's a bit of ruts getting developed and so many loose rocks down at the bottom here, and they finally kind of get pushed out of the way. So it's a little more traction, which is nice. And yeah, we got qualifying. We got some rain overnight, which made the dirt super grippy. I didn't even think they put water on the track, so all good here. See if we can qualify halfway decent.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
All right, qualifying is done here for slalom. It might be my worst qualifying I've ever done. Sliding into 29th place. Kind of beating myself up because I forgot my pump and my pressures were kind of way off to what I usually run. I use a tire gauge, but yeah, I just felt like I couldn't corner. So lowered my pressure down, hoping it'll feel better now. And it's gonna be a hard first round because I'm going against, I think, 3rd place qualifier. So it's gonna be gnarly from the get-go, but we'll see if we can make a miracle happen and get ahead of him. So Eddie, what's the key to beating you?
We could race dirty.
We could do a little lane swappage?
Yeah, we could.
Why do we do this to ourselves?
I don't know.
Eddie!
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
I saw you blow a foot off. It's one of those places where it just, you're constantly feeling like you're sliding and uncomfortable. And this year was no different. The track, especially down at the bottom with the flat corners, is extremely hard. You're kind of fighting these loose pebbles. The turns are tight. The hillside's steep. It's just like very unsettling track. I felt pretty unsettled in my qualifying run. Had 2 pretty sloppy laps. Talking with Kyle and Bub, who were 1 and 2 place qualifiers, they were really just talking about trying to be as calm and patient as possible with the track, and I felt like I was just trying to over attack the track and ended up going slower because of it. I was actually able to pull a tiny little lead on him on one side, but then he got me by I think 0.3 or something on the other side. So he ended up moving on, and that was kind of the end of slalom for me, which is a bummer because I would say slalom is the event I look forward to the most. All right, it is Saturday here. We are headed up to Pumptrack. They moved us to after slope style, which is great for the slope guys because it gets windy here in the afternoon. So they completely changed the course. They had all hands on deck. There was like 15 guys working on it. So hopefully the track should be a lot better. Just looking at it, it looked a lot better. So we're gonna go get some tires on the dirt, see how it goes. And yeah, there's a huge crowd coming down right now. So see if we can make it out. Crazy, 2 days ago, this was a completely different track. And they had a mega crew getting this whole thing reshaped for us to race. So it's a little bit soft maybe, but it's kind of to be expected when it's only been packed in for a day. So hopefully it holds together and hopefully we can go racing. Qualifying going down. Yeah, 1 run on each, and I think actually if you mess up one side and you want to redo it, you can redo it, but then it's got to count. So. Pumptrack, I just, once again, never felt like I quite got into like a super good flow with it. I qualified, I want to say 14th or 15th, so kind of mid-pack, not the greatest. And I was able to get through my first round of 32 against Merrick, who's a good friend of mine. He's another San Diego Grom. I got past that round and then paired up with Niels Benzik, who qualified really well, maybe 3rd or 4th. And he ended up advancing on through the round of 16. So that, again, was my evening done. For me, I get upset when I feel like I'm not riding to the best of my ability. I had like pretty low confidence riding, so that definitely translated in my racing, which is unfortunate, but at the end of the day, the world keeps going on. Even if I didn't do well in a pump track race, it's not the end of the world. Nice work. Thank you. Good racing. Thanks. Oh God.
Blue flags are a straight shot.
Yeah.
So hard.
On the clock.
Oh. Oh no. All right, qualifying is done. Slotted into 15th place, I believe. So we got the round of 32 right now and round of 16. Let's see if we can manage to get past those for the final round. It's getting a little breezy, which is a little concerning, but at least we're racing side by side, so we'll both have the same wind. So we'll see how she goes. Yep.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Oh God.
Down up high on the track. We'll keep our ears out and let you know.
Guy who I was racing against did not go back for a second round, so automatically moved into the round of 16. And we got Mr. Garrett Meacham we get to pair up against, second place qualifier, so it'll be a big ask, but see if we can play some mind games with him. Give him the crack. There he is.
What?
A lot of rojo.
A lot of, am I looking red?
You're looking pretty red. Trying to get that name officially changed.
A whole lot of rojo?
Whole lot of rojo.
But look at the score differential on the tricks. 112 for Meacham, 14 for Luca Cometti. While Cometti doesn't get it on speed, Garrett not very far behind. He's definitely one of the weapons in this. And Garrett
Nice work, bro.
With a 1.5 second advantage.
Right?
Commetti's kind of shaking his head there, Ronnie.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
Your second place qualifier moving on into the quarterfinals where he will go up against Dylan Butcher.
Yeah, boy.
I'll see you later.
See ya. All right, well, he got me both times there. I got him on speed, but he got me on tricks. So we are done. But that was a great time. Yeah, Garrett is just so fast and got sick tricks, so hard guy to beat, and he's won this thing a few times, so. So really at the end of the day, to get on the podium, you have to not only be really fast, but also have some heavy tricks, which they both have. And for me, I was just kind of excited to do something different. I was able to get a flip around on the first one, and then I just decided to go for a knack on the second one. Yeah, this year I had a really good time with it. I threw on the flat pedals, threw some flips, threw some knacks. They had a fun rhythm section. Overall, just had a good time. So we got another 2 disciplines down and 1 repeated discipline. The next event I will be doing is, I believe, an enduro. Still deciding on which enduro to do. But we're either gonna do an enduro or a downhill race next. So yeah, switching it up on the bikes again and trying to regroup and reset for a different discipline and bring you guys along for the ride. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.